Have you ever felt trapped in the memories of someone who is no longer in your life? You replay conversations, overanalyze moments, and wonder why it still hurts. Marcus Aurelius, one of the greatest Stoic philosophers, believed that emotional suffering often comes from our attachment to things you cannot control. What if you could break free from this cycle and regain your inner peace? In this video, we'll explore 5 powerful Stoic rules that will help you emotionally detach and move forward with strength. These principles, inspired by Marcus Aurelius, will teach you how to let go without bitterness, find clarity in your emotions, and focus on what truly matters. And if you stay until the end, I'll share one final insight from Aurelius himself that will completely change how you see emotional detachment. Let's begin. The first rule of emotional detachment is accepting impermanence. Everything in life changes, nothing stays the same forever. Yet, when we lose someone, we often resist this truth. We hold on to the past, hoping to freeze moments in time. But Marcus Aurelius reminds us, soon you will have forgotten all things, and all things will have forgotten you. This might sound harsh, but it's actually freeing when you truly understand that nothing lasts forever, not relationships, not emotions, not even pain. You begin to see detachment differently. Instead of feeling like you've lost something, you realize it was never meant to stay. Life moves forward, and so should you. Think about the seasons. Winter doesn't beg summer to stay. It allows the cycle to continue. The same applies to people in our lives. Accepting impermanence isn't about becoming cold or indifferent. It's about understanding the natural flow of life. And once you do, you stop clinging to what was and start embracing what is. Pain isn't just about what happens to us, it's about how we interpret it. Marcus Aurelius famously said, "You have power over your mind, not outside events." Realize this, and you will find strength. This means that suffering isn't caused by losing someone. It's caused by how we think about that loss. Imagine 2 people going through the same breakup. One sees it as the end of happiness, the other as a chance to grow. The event is the same, but their perspectives are different. Which one do you think will move on faster? The Stoics teach us that we don't suffer from external events, but from the meaning we give them. If you keep telling yourself, "I can't live without this person," you'll feel stuck. But if you shift your perspective and say, "This experience is teaching me something valuable," you'll start to feel in control again. Detachment begins in the mind. Instead of seeing loss as punishment, see it as a lesson. Instead of focusing on what's missing, focus on what's next. This small shift in thinking can change everything. Emotions can feel overwhelming, like waves crashing over you. But Marcus Aurelius believed that emotions don't control us, we control them. He wrote, "You don't have to turn this into something. It doesn't have to upset you." In other words, emotions only have power if you let them. When someone leaves your life, it's natural to feel sadness, anger, or even regret. But the key to emotional detachment is understanding that these feelings are temporary. They come and go like passing clouds. The problem isn't the emotion itself, it's our reaction to it. If you feed your emotions with overthinking and self-pity, they grow stronger. If you observe them without judgment, they lose their grip on you. The next time you feel overwhelmed, try this. Pause, take a deep breath, and ask yourself, Is this feeling useful? Will it help me move forward? Most of the time, the answer is no. Instead of drowning in emotions, step back and see them for what they are, just passing states of mind. With practice, you'll realize that you are not your emotions. You are the one who decides what to do with them. One of the biggest reasons we struggle to detach from someone is because we focus too much on what we can't control. We replay the past, analyze their actions, and wish things had turned out differently. But Marcus Aurelius reminds us, you have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength. You cannot control how someone feels about you. You cannot control whether they stay or leave, but you can control how you respond. When you waste energy on things outside your control, you create unnecessary suffering. It's like trying to stop the rain with your hands. It's impossible, and it only leaves you frustrated. The solution: shift your focus inward. Instead of asking, "Why did they do this to me?" ask, "How can I grow from this?" Instead of obsessing over their choices, work on improving yourself. Detachment isn't about ignoring your feelings. It's about refusing to let what's outside your control dictate your inner peace. When you master this mindset, emotional freedom follows. Many people tie their sense of worth to relationships. When someone leaves, they feel lost, as if a part of them is missing. But Marcus Aurelius teaches us that our value comes from within, not from other people. He wrote, "A man's worth is no greater than his ambitions." This means that your life is bigger than any one person. Your purpose, passions, and personal growth matter more than clinging to someone who is no longer part of your journey. Instead of making another person the center of your world, focus on your own goals. Invest in learning, creating, and becoming stronger. Build a life that fulfills you, one where your happiness isn't dependent on anyone else. Emotional detachment isn't about shutting people out. It's about realizing that you don't need anyone to complete you. When you have a purpose beyond relationships, you gain a sense of freedom. You stop chasing, stop clinging, and start living for yourself. And when you do that, you become truly unshakable. Let's quickly recap the 5 Stoic rules for emotional detachment. 1. Accept impermanence. Nothing lasts forever, and that's okay. 2. Control your perspective. Suffering comes from how you see the situation. 3. Master your emotions. You don't have to act on every feeling. 4. Focus on what you control. Your peace depends on your mindset, not others. 5. Find purpose beyond relationships. Build a life that fulfills you, not one that depends on someone else. Marcus Aurelius taught that detachment isn't about feeling nothing, it's about feeling in control. The more you practice these rules, the more unshakable you become. And as promised, here's one final insight from Aurelius. The happiness of your life depends upon the quality of your thoughts. Your mind is your greatest weapon. Use it wisely, and no loss will ever break you. If you found this helpful, make sure to like, subscribe, and let me know in the comments which of these Stoic rules do you need the most right now. See you in the next one.